Hey there, Drawyah here, and welcome back to Vivarail Games Train Sim World 2, and welcome to the Isle of Wight 2022. Yes, the Class 484 has released, or will be releasing later today on PC. This is the Vivarail D-Train, so this is the former London Underground's D-Stock, built in 1986. After being taken off service in 2019, the trains were transferred over to Vivarail, that were converted to run as mainline stock, both diesel and third rail versions, and are now slowly seeing reintroduction over the national rail here in the UK. So at the moment, I believe they run out of. There's two classes up there. There's a 284 and 484. 284 is the diesel version train. The 484 is the third rail electric train. So on this occasion, Drake in charge of the 484. But I'm excited for this one, of course, being a London myself. I've got many memories in these old trains, and yeah, finally get to take it for a ride. So we'll go through the training for this train first. So we've got the Isle of Wight introduction and then Class 484 introduction. We'll then do a service or two, but bear in mind I do have to go to work later on. I've only got about an hour or so of actual stream time today, so hopefully we'll be able to fly through this one. Yeah, so how are you guys doing today? Welcome channel, welcome to the chat. Isle of Wight 2022 route introduction.
Welcome to Train Sim World 2, an immersive and highly detailed rail simulation featuring authentic routes and trains from around the world.
So we're going to go through all the usual stuff, you know, the look up, look down, look left, look right. They're not. I'll turn that off. When's it out, Steve? I believe it comes out at 6 PM tonight, UK time.
There are lots of requirements to navigate on foot. Try moving around.
Welcome, Pixel. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. How you doing today, dude? Right, up and over. Some Vector's buses just parked aside. How the engine's running there. There you go, Class 484. Metric multiple units.
This is one of the many interactive
So there's a stuffed dinosaur. Very good. Right. Jump in the train. Let's go through the basics, shall we? Have door closed. Right. Let's drive, shall we? Good evening, Philippines. Welcome, Wonky, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. How did you say, dude? Hope you're keeping alright. Not too bad, David. Not too bad. Very, very warm, but not too bad.
This part of the Isle of Wight runs for roughly 10 miles and runs commuter services between Ryde and Shanklin. This particular train is the BR Class 484 electric multiple unit and consists of 2 cars. Train Sim World 2 allows you to ride and drive from a selection of camera views. Let's take a look while exploring this train.
Yeah, I gotta say, the model itself, very well done. That's little details. That little snowplow that's been dropped on the front there as well. Yeah, I'll give Rivet Games their credits. Oh, I went way too fast. Yeah, but no, very well put together. Really, really liking this route so far. Quick side note as well. So, if you don't own the Isle of Wight route in Train Sim World, you do not need it. It's no requirement to Train Sim World Isle of Wight 2022. The train comes with its own route. So if you do not own Isle of Wight, you do not need to purchase it, because this route on its own is in itself a standalone. So let's go through the Class 484 introduction again. I've already had a bit of time to play it, so why not? It should be a 1660. It should be a. I'm running an RTX 3080. I'll just look at the description in a minute, but I should be running an RTX 3080 on the system.
this introduction to the BR class 484 electric multiple unit.
Do you use the platform? Oh, there's two trains on the same platform. That's passive working.
Following procedures: starting and stopping the train, loading and unloading.
Right, sounds like a little dinosaur. 3 out of 10 collected. Beach ball. Alright, static part of the scenery. Some of these little floaties over here, I think. Yeah. Don't know which ones you can collect, which ones are static. Through the egg slide doors, very good. And now onto the train. And let's prepare it for departure. Before we do that, just try to get ourselves into the passenger cabin. Again, there's a lot of detail in this train, which I do absolutely adore. So Class 404, unlike the diesel version train, does not have toilets on board. There's no toilets. Also, they do keep their centre doors in place. The diesel version had these removed in place of traverse seating. But yeah, you get to the back of the train. Door is locked. You actually have to press the door release to unlock the door, and then you can jump way through. Gangways fitted as well. You get gangways on underground trains, so these are definitely retrofitted. You can actually, if you go to the external view as well, you can actually see kind of how they're retrofitted as well. So you've got your original kind of carriage coupling things on the side to it, and then you've got the gangway just bolted onto the side of the train. I think that's really, really well put together. Like I said, the model's fantastic. Can't fault much of it. The livery is incorrect, but Southwest Trains didn't give Rivet permission to do the livery for the train, so they have to go for a custom livery. But I do I give them respect. It's a very well put together train. This I do like it a lot. Right, jump to the front and let's go give it a drive, shall we? Yep, we know how Tiki works, don't you worry. Right now in London it's 38 degrees centigrade. 38 centigrade. That's about 97 Fahrenheit. Master unlocked. Destination board set. Figure how it works. So, does it not tell you? So welcome aboard. Not in service. Blank. Special. Shanklin. There's one that's to St John's. There you go, right in John's. Saloon lights to on. So the cab lights are all good, thank you very much. Reverse it into the forward position.
The reverser controls the direction of travel when power is applied relative to the driver cabin view. There are door closing buttons on each side of the cabin. Each button opens, closes the doors on their respective side.
Right, so
Press the door release button for the appropriate.
yes, these trains do operate with guards, and therefore the guard generally is one that opens doors on both sides from the rear cab.
Throttle and braking.
Yep, that's smart controller.
Controls the multiple units dynamic brakes. The throttle zone controls the power supplied to the traction motors. Drive to the next station.
Right, so going, shall we? No, we ain't moving, wonder why. Train is in forwards. Oh right, hang on, don't lock the doors. Sorry I pressed the lock button. I heard the door alarm sound. Fair enough. Must have missed that. Right, the door's closed now. There we go. Brakes now release. So next station, Ryde, Esplanade. back to the original series of Train Sim World 2's Isle of Wight. Completely butchers the pronunciation of Esplanade. I'll never know why. But yes, next station is Ryde Esplanade. There you have it. Really, really enjoying this route so far. Yeah, so it's a class 230, which is the diesel variant of these trains. This is 484. The 230 is diesel variant. The 230 doesn't have the centre doors in place. So you've got the two outer doors left and right. The two middle ones are removed in place of seating. The 230 also has toilets in the train. The 484 does not. And this train is very much built for the commuter line here on the Isle of Wight. And therefore, some amenities doesn't get included. But for the most part, not a bad train. I'd love to give these a go at some points. I did unfortunately miss the original 38 trains. I had booked to go ride them, and then COVID lockdowns all increased, and yeah, had to cancel unfortunately. But yeah, I'm hoping at some point I'll be able to try again in future. Well, I have been on these trains fortunately. I've been on the 1938 Heritage Run that London Underground did a little while ago. So I have been on 38 stock, just not on the Isle of Wight. After a stormy day yesterday, today Big Apple experienced its first heat wave. Cool. Imagine if it's just after it's been raining, it's gonna be quite humid out there. Well, off to New York itself in September. Hopefully, should be a pretty good trip. Never been to America before. Very excited for it. Alright, next station, Ryde and John. So this point we're going to go dip underneath the tunnels. And it's these tunnels here, the reason that they use underground stock on the Isle of Wight, due to the limited loading gauge these lines have. So they're very tall and very narrow tunnels. And that used to be the entirety of the Isle of Wight steam network. Back when you used to do steam trains in 1962, I think it was when they electrified the line. But yeah, essentially, because the tunnels are not particularly wide, you can't use normal trains, normal UK rolling stock on it, because it's too narrow. So underground trains, or steam trains, that are kind of narrow enough to fit on these lines. In order to facilitate these Class 484s, they do actually have to lower the track bed slightly, just to ensure that these trains will be able to clear the tunnel without any collisions to the sides. Certainly, compared to the old standard stock and 1938 stock, I'm sure these are going to be quite a breath of fresh air. Taller, more comfort, more spacious, air conditioning included. Be very careful on the controls there. Good acceleration. It's a relatively steep uphill track. Then again, underground, kind of built for this. Kind of wants my attention. I'm not going to give it to it. Yeah, meant to be 40 degrees today. It's going to be hot. Very, very hot. It's Ginger. Whoops. Train sim just crashed. Also, where's that buzzing noise? It's really, really bad. Yeah, train sim just crashed. Okay, Let's restart, I guess. I've never had that before. Well, it's been a long time since Train Sim last crashed on me. It's been a long, long time. Very, very strange. Well, I guess we'll do a quick scenario then. I've got, what, 25 minutes until I need to leave for work, so yeah, we've got time for about one scenario, and then we'll reach to an end. But yeah, I'm actually quite surprised by that. Let trains from reload. You have an evil ginger cat, white ginger one, marmalade white, called Yoda. Very good. Come on, Train Sim. So first, again, I've sent the report that you get. So basically, when Unreal crashes, it gives you a crash report which you can send to Telltale Games, or in this case, Rivet Games. I have sent it to them now, so hopefully we can do something with it. Right, press any continue, and you can start, skip that a bit later. Isle of Wight 22, let's go to explore, let's do a timetable run. Do it in today's heatwave weather, and let's do a run from, start off in Shanklin to Ryde Pierheads. 2050. Yeah, we'll do it. Okay. Time for one passenger run, about 25 minutes from start to finish. So, master key unlocked, train forwards. Doors release, open the cab doors, I can use that as a reference point. I believe headlights are automatically linked. No, they're not. Ignore me. Set the headlights up using the headlight switch. Daytime running, lights set. We are definitely, definitely set that to cool. We don't use a heater at all today. No chance, not in this weather. Saloon ventilation, heating, can't change that. Set the auxiliary saloon lights on. Train's lit up, and let's prepare to depart. So, close the doors, take a seat. Next station, Lake. Yeah, the circle districts and Met lines. I'm sure the S-Locks, the air conditioning will be quite good. Same for Thameslink and the Class 707s and 717s. Actually, you can't ride Thameslink 717 and Great Northern today because they're not running. You've only got Southeastern and Southwesterns, Class 707s with air conditioning. But yeah, not looking forward to the work today. Oh yeah, good to remember. Set the is it not supposed to tell you the? Ah, I'm blind. It's down there. It tells you. Okay. Special Shanklin Lake. Where it's played. Ryde Pierheads. There we go. Yeah. So you got your train horn. Got your train horn. Got your tube whistle. More standard stuff. Also hide a bit of braking now as we approach Lake. Turns out going over the only trains to that stop where you live, and unfortunately then you are cut off from the outside worlds. Yeah, due to risk with the railway line today, they cancelled all LNER, Great Northern and Thameslink services in the UK. Right, looking for halts. Now, Lake Station now had a lot of change with the rebuild. Just unlock all the doors. So what they did here, jump off the track, is they physically raised the entire platform. So concrete encaged mesh for the side, Actually, there you go, can't climb back. I'm just got to get myself kind of head height. But yeah, they're raising high platform. All platforms have these new tactile floor paving things here instead. Waste room's upgraded, as our post up. But essentially, all the stations on the line did get upgrades, new information points, and the next station, never the name of, actually got a whole new platform built. Yeah, should be the guard opening doors. Sadly though, no guard, so I'm in charge. Right, that's the parts. Is it Sandown? Which station is it that got the second platform? Going to be... yeah, Sandown. No, not Sandown, it's always a two-platform station. This one after Sandown. It's Brading. Brading got a second platform. It means that trains can now pass the middle of the line rather than offset a station either end. Because as opposed to having to train every 20 and 40 minutes, you can now run train every 30 minutes on the dot. Sound the horn at the whistle board. Guard buzzer as well, always important when you're operating the guard. Get prepared to drop down to 50 miles per hour. A little bit fast, but we are on the brakes. Transforming Express used to stop at the station, we got a franchise change, and now it's just good old Northern. So another station, that's all the upgrade of the metal caging platform on top of the original platforms. Again, tactile paving, new floor spaces, and what used to be a staircase is now a ramp. Release and open. Really button, there we go. Space there, so we're the 1821 service. I'll be the departure time's 8:21:55, so yeah, I've got like a minute or so to sit here. Probably depart a minute or second or two early, not going to be the end of the world for us. That being said, where are we crossing the other service? That's also a good question to ask, Drawyah. The answer is... I don't think there is another service. I think they're the only train on the line today. Oh no, sorry, to the light, there is one train on the circuits. There's another train on the circuits. Again, going past the crossover of the steam railway. Right, let's us retake our position. Close the doors, that's really awkward to get to. Close the doors, take a seat, and press out for departure. Alright, fuss you then. 1 minute wants your attention, the next changes its mind. Cats, never get one. And then I jump to go over, so that's 15, sorry. Go too fast over that junction. There you go. Once back on the main line, you'll have to go up to 45 again. Maximise throw up, position 7. Really show the acceleration of this train. Yeah, it's a fun little train to drive. I feel like sometimes it was a little bit too jumpy in my opinion, but it's a lot of fun to drive this. I do quite like it a lot. Station is Brading. can see the with the bridge there. Bridge designed for dual track running. At some point in the past, reduced down to a single line with a shuttle service that now runs between Sandown and Ryde. So the Isle of Wight Steam Railway the Isle of Wight Railway used to be quite an extensive little network connecting the entire islands up to Ryde. Then in the 1960s, during electrification, they pretty much ripped up most of the line, with a little bit going to the Heritage Steam Railway on the island, and then the portion that we run right now continued to run as a public service, only because it was kind of, well, it was the main bit of the service that ran between the highest populations of the island, apart from the main city itself. I can never remember the name of it on the Isle of Wight. Down to 15. Newport. So yeah, between Ryde and Shanklin. Sorry, Ryde and Shanklin, the railway runs. Used to have a centre network connecting it all the way through to Averfield, through Newport, through Newchurch, God's Hill, Wroxall. The line at the far end terminus at Shanklin, now in front of it, I think it's like is it a Lidl or Aldi supermarket? Used to run through a set of tunnels down towards the very south of the island. You know, best breaking there in the world. It's now 15. Terrible now. Yeah, it used to be quite an extensive network, but slowly cut down to the short line we've got today. About 10 miles in length. Well, 5 miles in length, if that. So, welcome to the new and improved braiding. You can see the station has had extensive remodelling, the footbridge now back in use. Ooh, running the red signal there. Yeah, and we push past that danger. Well done, Drawyah. Well done. Last checkpoint. Yeah, come on, Drawyah. Better speed limits than that. And station braiding. There, without too much delay. So given that at this point we'll be crossing with the other service, our timetable to start will also includes the time for the other train to now arrive and meet us there as well in the middle, so we'll definitely have a chance to kind of get out the train and have a look around. Hopefully without the spat this time. It's up to 50 miles per hour, 45 miles per hour. Yeah, I'm enjoying this train quite a bit. Shame there's no train to world routes yet that the Districts line in particular would run on. Could run it at Baker Line if you wanted to. I'm sure it won't take more than an hour for someone to publish a London Underground livery onto the creators update store page for this train. Yeah, that's only a matter of time. We get a D-Stock rebrand, which to be fair would make sense because it's still got the same original door layouts. Not quite the original seating now, so there's no traverse seating in the D-Stock. This is all redone, but the side seating setting is original. The motors on this shall be our original, albeit slightly geared up for the new track operation. It certainly sounds very similar to the old D-Stock. New window frames, slightly more reinforced to the originals. Some panel modification, but for the most part, it's a faithful rebuild of the old London Underground's D-Stock. down to 15. And welcome again to braiding, this time with actual stopping on the platform. You can see the new ramp down here, which lets you cross the track at track level. Ramp in position, albeit it's not particularly being used too often, now that all the platforms have been standardised and levelled to cater for the trains. One benefit of having trains of a set build is that they don't require any specialist well, ramp equipment. Everything's level, everything is pretty much flat position. There'll be some minor gaps towards the end of the carriages. Which one's the which one is it? One carriage that is marked for stability, I believe. Yeah, this one. So yeah, you got the little drop-down seats and the wheelchair space. So yeah, gap is minor. There will be a ramp, of course. So the ramp is over here to allow passengers to walk on off trains. The guard will be in operation of that. But again, just the station's recreations really well put together. No trains coming inbound, so I'm going to stop onto the footbridge, watch it come from underneath. So this was the former platform that used to operate. This here is the new platform rebuilt for the 2022 extensions and opening. So the line was closed for a couple of months, about 6 months, when they removed the class 483s. Yep, 5 miles per hour, with a board sign there, just to remind drivers that this is the new part of the line, the new part. Okay, unfortunately can't unlock it. Yeah, not ooh, got hats. Didn't you see that? Yeah, no, very well put together. Very good to see. I like it. Right, lock all the doors, close and close. Next station is Ryde St John's Road. Is that ready? Yeah, Esplanade and then. Yeah, okay. Ah, so we're not stopping at the what's the name of the station? So we'll not be stopping at Smallbrook Junction, the changeover point with the steam railway. Interesting. Obviously means no steam railways today. So Smallbrook Junction only opens on steam operating days. If there's no steam trains, then there's no station. I believe it's the only station in the UK that doesn't have an exit to a road or another. Yeah, it's the only station in the UK that doesn't have an exit point, basically. It's the only station that only exists to serve rail, not a town, not a city, not a road. There's no exit path, just steam railway. And the horn. These trees cut down, obviously for visibility of the footpath in front of us. I'll try and coast for a little while. Let's now go down the cabin interior. It's not very busy today. We only got two passengers. 3, 4, 5. We've got 7 passengers on the train today. All of them in the rear carriage. I like that, a little advert for the steam railway as well. A little map of the network in full. Map of the Isle of Wight Railway. There's also a map of the South West Trains network as well. There you go, map of South West Trains network. So that's all London in blue, all stations and the Island Line down at the base. Now approaching Smallbrook Junction. See, it has increased now to 45. I gotta say, really enjoying this route so far. Hopefully, it's, oh, I presume trains air conditioning for the, well, I must do. I've set the, where is it? There you go. Happy to set to cool. Set to hot if I wanted to. I really wanted to, melt everyone in the back there. Got your guard buzzer code, so 1 for stop, 2 for close doors. So it's 1, then 2. It's 2 for move, 3 for set back, 2 for not open doors. Yeah, you got your train codes. 9. They missed what required. And so I don't know if that's like that in real life. I missed out the sign. But yeah, 9 means our assistance is required. Right, down to 30 miles per hour. There's Smallbrook. Well, there are people waiting on platforms. There must have been something going on here today. Because again, there's no access. If you go to the third place, you can see there's no access path to anywhere outside the station. It's just passenger platform, steam platform. No exits, no pathways, no nothing. Just passenger train, steam railway. Steam railway, more of a wooden heritage design. Passenger platform, like more modern, built up, of course, with the new levelling. Right, just on a mile now to go to Ryde and John's Road. Down the whistle. Down to 20 miles per hour. I just realised the whoops, my chat's not updating properly. Film history, yep, you can see 40 degrees centigrade. You're alright, Dan. Temperature has hit 40 degrees. Yeah, sorry, the chat above me is not updating at all. Welcome to Safety Study, how you doing? Welcome to Channel's chat. It's going to be out for everyone. Should be out around 6 PM UK today. Safety, 6 PM UK. Heathrow takes the record for temperature. Has it just been recorded for 40.2? Interesting. Yeah, getting warmer and warmer now. Getting warmer and warmer. And it's even hotter still gets. So I continue to warm up until about 3 PM today. 4 PM. That's when it'll start to cool down. It's going to be a really, really hot day today. Right, store release. So, Ryde St John's Road, this is essentially the kind of main station on the line. 3 platforms. You got your train maintenance depot just to the east. A couple of trains set outside as well. Ready for operation. Got the bus terminal out front with the Southern Vectis buses. Yeah, at one point this was a bustling junction, now reduced to still as essentially minimal usage for the majority single line railway now. Well, it's the same shape it used to have. Close the doors, press out to departure, penultimate stop, Ryde, Esplanade. Assuming it doesn't immediately drop down to 20 miles per hour, so we shall not go any faster than 20 straight out the bat. On your left, that's the Southern Vectis bus depot. And then dip underneath the some part of Ryde and into the town centre. I wouldn't really call it a city, would I? Town centre. There you go, now entering the tunnel portals. If I go into free cam, you can be able to see kind of just houses and roads that will lead up to the pier itself. We have instrument lights here. Activate those instead for the for gauges. Very much the way of actual gauge lights is it? Okay, maybe we'll leave that on. I'm sure there is a proper gauge light somewhere. No, nothing I can really spot. Your instrument lights, no needle lights, nothing that fancy, just cab lights. Right, welcome to Ryde Esplanade. Platform on the right there, very much out of use. Absolutely no chance that's going to be brought back in service. Nothing of it actually remains anymore. Hang on, go back. I need to use brakes. Couldn't control train for a second there. Well, I think the stop location. I'm trying to use the brakes, but I hit the bib and tab key and it doesn't actually control train. Look, it does now. Okay, thank you, Sim. Never a boring day when I'm in control of the train, is it? Anyway, welcome to that's right. Esplanade. So I've got some of the original wooden platform decking that you can access and walk along. That right there, that's the former tramway track bed. So it used to be a tramway that links the city with the end of the pier on St John's. Has since been replaced with a railway line, and the original bed just kind of sits in place in situ. So nothing that's going to get moved or touched or anything. It's just going to sit there. There used to be a tram track or tram bed that ran up to the end of the pier. And around there have been the original station buildings. Alright, let's secure the doors. Now move to our final station. Let's Ryde Pier Head. I should try the door open. I know underground trains you can. These trains, yeah, they're going to have the. Whoops, we can roll backwards. They're going to have sort of safety interlocks to stop drivers from doing that. On the undergrounds, doors don't have the interlocks and cab doors, so drivers can drive them open. Not recommended as far as I can tell. Not something that you're supposed to do, but. But anyway, setting the hot weather like we've got right now. Welcome, Daniel. How you doing? From channel chats. Dan, just on the side for like Death Valley. Well, they're out to work in the middle of the heat today, so yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be absolutely great. Yeah, now arriving at our final station, Ryde Pier Head, where this train terminates. Well, unfortunately, the stream will come to an end because I've now got about 10 minutes to catch my train, get ready for work, and get myself prepared. So. Yeah, it's going to be a bit tight, but not impossible. It's got extra stations, so it's coming in nice and early today. Coming out at 6 PM. Here I'm at. Coming out at 6 PM UK time. Yeah, I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad myself. Not looking forward to working today. How long is your work experience out of interest? Is it 1 week or 2 weeks? Or are you now completely off everything and free for the summer? Right, drink to a halt. That's the end of our run. Hold open side. Master controller, insert full service, reverse up, neutral, master key. Let's sit down for it. I can't move it. Reverse it should be in off. There you go, off position. Sorry, yeah, master key unlocked. Headlights move to tail lights. 2 weeks, but the place is closed. You have these 2 days off. Ah, okay. Yeah, well, enjoy them. Certainly enjoy them You have to suffer in the sun. There you have it. Welcome to Ryde Head. Just have to close the entire train, not just my door. So let's do that now. Close and close, and that will bring us to the end of the scenario. And there you have it. Overall, not a bad run. A little bit bad on the Esplanade side of things, stopping there, but enough hope to get yourselves a gold medal as you cross over to level 102. Very good. Actually, no, then again, we did also have SPAD earlier, so yeah, no medal for that. Level 4 on the Isle of Wight, level 4 on the train. Just 26 minutes total to do. They spent sending emails, yes. Quite the story we've got there, dude. Quite the story. Yeah, but no, unfortunately now I do have to go to work. So, as you know, I'll stream today. I've got the muscle ready, and I will be back in soon. Yeah, that's class 44. So this is later today. Recently, I think it's already out on console, if not. So, quite excited for that. It's the District's Line train, the London Rail D stock, converted for modern day use of National Rail. What do you want, really? So, yeah, hope you enjoyed the stream. Leave a like if you did. Do subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon for another train sim stream. No, Trucking Lad, you do not need the original train Isle of Wight routes. If you do not own Isle of Wight, you can still buy this train because it's its own separate pack. The train comes with the routes. You don't need the original Isle of Wight. It's completely separate. You don't need it. If I go to switch route quickly, the Isle of Wight is completely separate to the Isle of Wight 22, which is class modern class 484. So completely separate. You don't need to own both of them. It's one or the other, or both if you want both, but it's one or the other. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Enjoy your heat wave. Bye bye. Stay safe though. Stay indoors. Stay safe. Don't travel if you don't have to, because it's not worth it.